You guys know that greatness of wrestling is all about intelligence. You guys knew people find Brock Lesnar attractive? I want Brock Lesnar to demolish my pussy. It's all about deep intellectual conversation, so because of that, I have a question. Would you rather watch a 3-hour Monday Night Raw or lick a homeless, smelly dick? Don't rush it, think about it. I mean, 3 hours long, Baron Corbin segments, Bobby Lashley. I think you guys know which one I would choose. Brash! Welcome everybody to the greatest wrestling show on the internet. Welcome to Greatness of Wrestling, the only wrestling show you should be watching, the only good wrestling show on the internet. As always, your reigning, defending, overweight Divas Champion of the World, undisputed Divas Champion of the World, the Great One. And today we have a couple of interesting things to talk about when it comes to wrestling. Greatness of Wrestling is a show where you talk about wrestling? Holy f***ing shit. Brash! If you've seen the latest edition of Monday Night Raw, which I hope you didn't, but if you did watch that show, tell me you didn't. You probably noticed that, tell me you didn't watch the show. You probably noticed that Seth Rollins won the match without his finisher, and there are a lot of rumors going around that WWE banned his finisher again, because you all know that in 2015 and 16 the curb stomp was banned in the WWE, and he had to use pedigree as his finisher. A terrible pedigree, by the way. And this made me worry as well, because first of all, I do think that curb stomp is an unbelievable finisher. It's very unique. Never seen that done by anyone else in wrestling. And second of all, Dolph Ziggler losing to a regular move of Seth Rollins? Really? That's what you're doing with Dolph Ziggler right now? Shame on you. So did WWE actually ban the curb stomp again? Well, we got the answer from the man himself. Ben Karen of WrestlingNewsSource.com tweeted, "I've been told by an insider source that the Rollins curb stomp won't be used on WWE TV right now due to an issue with the network. Rollins will be using Falcon Arrow as his replacement finisher until the situation is resolved." Seth Rollins responded, "Your source is incorrect, Baba." 2 laughing emojis. So good news for people who love this finisher as much as I do, because it seems like the curb stomp is not gonna be banned in the WWE, proved by the man himself. Brash! Another interesting thing I want to talk about today, Xavier Woods says WWE fans come off as entitled infants. Infanto. Ooh. This is what he said. When people talk about the difference between organizations, not even organizations, between like NXT and the main roster, so when they say like, oh man, TakeOver killed it, SummerSlam, this is gonna suck, it's on the same company, what is there to complain about? You just got an awesome wrestling show on Saturday night, you just had an awesome wrestling show on Sunday, then you're gonna watch Raw on Monday and SmackDown on Tuesday, then NXT. What are you complaining about? And then like, you can watch New Japan, you can watch AAA, you can watch so much wrestling from all corners of the world, and it's all awesome and it's all good. It's all different guys and girls portraying their form of art that they love. So anytime anyone complains about wrestling, it's so annoying to me, because people come off as these entitled infants, because in reality, wrestling hurts so much, and then we're hurting ourselves to entertain the masses. And sometimes the masses want to tell us how much it sucks. You are missing the f***ing point. After watching this stinky pile of shit, people are not gonna be like, you know what, I blame Seth Rollins for this. He is all to blame for this terrible show. No, that's not the case at all. People, at least most of the time, blame the people behind the creative decisions. On one hand, I understand what Xavier Woods is saying, but he's kinda missing the point as well. We have a right to complain, we have a reason to complain, and we will complain.
Me and my friend Mark, we're gonna stop watching.
Try watching Monday Night Raw and then say the same thing. I bet you won't. There's a reason Monday Night Raw is getting these kind of results. You promise us an open challenge, you give us Dolph Ziggler, someone who faced Seth Rollins for the past 5 months. You have a show focused on Baron Corbin, who has charisma of a stinky Uncle Jerry's ball. You have an open forum where the cringe is just too much to handle.
I would ship you back to hell where you came from!
Bailey just roasted the fuck out of her. Oh, and then you have the pee humor. Yeah, I love these. Laugh. All criticism WWE are getting in 2018 is rightfully deserved. Brash! I want to continue this episode with a bit of irony. Nia Jax tweeted to Ronda Rousey, "I don't have time for social media war. Spend less time on here and more time learning how to wrestle." Brash! WWE posted on their Instagram, "Who would you rather have as your boss, Alexa Bliss or Baron Corbin?" Uncle Jerry. So if you guys don't know, Baron Corbin is the general manager of Monday Night Raw and Alexa Bliss is women's manager. There are rumors going around that Alexa Bliss is going to replace Baron Corbin in the future, and I really don't want that. As a matter of fact, I think both of them should not be general managers or in any authority figures whatsoever. Why are we getting heel authority figures all the time? I'm so tired of this. I didn't really like Kurt Angle as a general manager, but I guess it was kinda refreshing in a way. And right now, not only do you have a heel general manager, you have the most boring guy in the WWE in that position. Just give us something else. Just looking at this picture right now, I feel so many negative emotions. And speaking of Baron Corbin, this is probably one of the worst WWE factions of all time. You have Baron Corbin, Bobby Lashley, and Drew McIntyre. The only good one is Drew McIntyre. I'm a big fan, but imagine having a faction, 3-man faction, and 2 of these members are Baron Corbin and Bobby Lashley. Just replace these 2 with Tortilla and you won't feel a difference, the same amount of charisma. You know what? I actually think it's worse than League of Nations. I really hope that this is not a legit faction in the WWE, because when this faction formed, we got the worst WWE episode of all time. And also, whatever happened to Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre? Why is Dolph Ziggler not in this group? At least we would have 2 entertaining guys and 2 tortillas. We expected either Drew McIntyre or Dolph Ziggler to turn babyface, but nothing happened. Why in the world would Dolph Ziggler just be on his own right now, where when he actually was a champion with Drew McIntyre, he was actually legit, he was getting a push in the WWE, and logically, it doesn't make any sense. Who made the decision to replace Dolph Ziggler with Baron Corbin or Bobby Lashley? Bobby Lashley has no charisma, he's just pretty much nothing in the WWE when it comes to entertainment. Baron Corbin is even more boring. While I do understand that he's an authority figure, so they have a lot to gain from him, but at the same time, just no. Dolph Ziggler would give this faction or group, whatever you want to call it, something different. You know, you have a huge guy in Drew McIntyre, a regular guy in Dolph Ziggler, you know, a show off, a microphone, and then you could have someone like anyone but Bobby Lashley and Baron Corbin actually. But if you have to choose, I guess Baron Corbin. I mean, he's an authority figure. It makes sense. They would be using Baron Corbin. Honestly, I cannot wait to see the next Monday Night Raw just to see how bad it gets from here. Will it be better or worse? My prediction is pretty obvious, but we'll see. Brash! And boy, even TLC doesn't look that good on Raw's side. Monday Night Raw offers you matches like Elias vs Bobby Lashley on TLC. This is the same bad Monday Night Raw, just on the pay-per-view. Finn Balor vs Drew McIntyre. I don't even know how to get excited about pay-per-views anymore. Baron Corbin vs Braun Strowman. I'm telling you, if that was announced for a regular Monday Night Raw show, even then I wouldn't be excited at all. That's like legit the only good match Monday Night Raw has to offer for TLC.
Brash! Have no fear. The brash one is absolutely freaking here.
But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree with Xavier Woods? What do you think about TLC? And will you still watch Monday Night Raw? Or you will finally just skip that? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to support the channel, make sure to click that like button. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And as always, yeah boy, the great one. Peace, love, and hugs. I want Brock Lesnar to demolish my pussy.